Hello, another speaking practice by Johnny is here. Welcome. And so today, this class IELTS 35, 33 combined will do speaking practice just like normal. And they will probably deal with a very difficult topic called media, but that's for later. They need to do part 1, part 2, and 3 of other topic first before they reach the huge topic of media. So just don't unmute. Okay, just basically turn on your microphone. We need to start talking. And let's go to part 1 first, topic number 13. 13, please. What's that? What's that noise? I can hear. Okay, now singing. So, Miss Yuen, do you often sing?
In fact, I think I don't singing all the times because I don't have a beautiful voice like my sister, my friends. But unfortunate for me because I think people around me they are singing really well.
They sing very well, and
Yes.
you feel like you're not doing well, isn't it?
Yes.
You have to say no. No, I
No.
don't think I do well. No, I don't think I sing well.
No, I don't think I sing well.
So, Miss Yuen, do you often sing karaoke with other people?
Yes. Absolutely. I also go to karaoke when we have a party to celebrate my friend's birthday. But I never sing. I just stay there and listen to my friends.
I see. All right. How about Miss Ngan? Do you often sing, or do you like to sing?
Both. Actually, because singing is my favorite way to enjoy my various emotional experience, and my taste in music is quite eclectic. So I can sing whenever or wherever I go, as long as I have a good mood or even bad mood, I can sing. And I don't interfere. No one's living in environment. It means that I don't make a noise.
Oh, noise. I don't make noise.
I don't make noise. I just sing for myself.
Also, I don't think for myself to not bother the others. So,
Yeah.
what do you think? What is it difficult to sing well?
So you ask me?
Yes. Do you think it's difficult to sing well?
For me, actually, it's not quite difficult. Not difficult to sing well. That's my personal opinions. Because I joined the choir, the church choir.
The choir.
When I was very young.
So you want to join the choir at the church when you were young.
Yeah, so I learned how to sing from a very young age. So it's not quite difficult for me.
So you sing to praise the Lord, right?
Yes.
Giống như là ca tụng Chúa Trời, ca tụng những đấng tối cao, sing to praise the Lords and to praise the gods.
Yeah.
Okay. And I say, Mr. Yu, please, do you like to sing?
No, because my voice
is. Yeah, you have to say no.
I say no.
What do you say? Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. What does it mean? Okay, again. Do you like to sing?
I is no, because my voice is not really high or really nice to
Not really
sing.
nice to hear, isn't it?
And if my voice go high, you cannot hear it because it's horrible.
Oh, I can hear. I can understand that. You know. Okay, so if you ever sing, when and where do you like to sing, Mr. Yu?
Um,
If you sing, ever sing, yeah. When and where do you like to sing?
I
Nếu mà
I
tự
I
hát thì
I
là
just sing in my music exams.
ah, it's terrible.
Yes, it's terrible, but I sing with another with my classmates. So my voice is going down and everyone going up. So no one can hear my voice clearly.
No one can hear us clearly. Okay, but your teacher surely can. Trust me.
Yes,
The
but it's
teacher
terrible.
surely can hear very well because their ears are very well trained. My ears are well trained too because I'm a musician. I play on the piano, you know. So
Yeah.
the musician, their ears are very well trained.
Yes.
Em nói gì thầy?
Sorry. Well trained được huấn luyện rất là bài bản, được huấn luyện
Yes.
tốt. But their ears, most musicians, of course, all the musicians, they depend a lot on their ears, you know.
Because they have
Yes.
cảm ability.
They have the ability to feel the beats, feel the tone,
And melody.
to be able to follow the others, and to play in a band. So that's
Yeah.
why they must train their ears. They must train their ears.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Miss One, please. So, what do you think? Oh, your microphone, Miss One. Do you think? Okay, so what do you think about karaoke singing? Like, do people often do that, Miss One?
I don't really enjoy the karaoke time because I don't sing well, so I don't have the courage to sing in front of people.
Courage. I don't have the courage. Oh, that doesn't sound good. I don't have the courage.
So karaoke time seem horrible to me.
Courage means like basically it's just confidence.
Yes, it's about confidence. So I don't have a confidence to sing, so I just never sing and just sing for myself.
I think it's confidence. Basically, courage means like you dare to do something. Dare to do something. Dám làm cái gì đó. So basically, if you have courage, you dare to do something. You know what cœur means, right? Cœur in French means the heart. Trái tim á. Cœur means the heart in French. So basically, if you have heart, take heart. To take heart means to have courage. Phải có lòng tin, phải có sự dám nghĩ dám làm. Take heart, to have courage. So, Miss One, do people often sing karaoke around your house?
I often hear people singing karaoke around my house, and before when I live in the north, I think it's a rarely people singing karaoke, but in the south,
rarely do people sing karaoke.
Rarely. But in the south, I think people have the habit to sing karaoke at home. So it's a common here to hear the neighbors singing karaoke.
So, Miss Yuen, please, what
Yes.
kinds of music? What kinds of music do you like to sing?
In fact, I'm a diehard fan of Taylor Swift. So I love the country. Yes, this name is country. This like the kind of this pop music is countryside. Could I say that?
Music. I think it's called country music.
Country, yes, country. Yeah, so I follow I'm diehard fan and I follow her for a long time. So I really love and I enjoy listening to the country musics.
You belong with me. That's what he say always. Well, Taylor Swift, I don't follow her, but the last time I heard was like "You Belong with Me." That was a song from her.
Mhm.
Well, and Katy Perry and Taylor Swift, are they friends or no?
I think no.
They're not friends. They are opponents, I think. They're competitors. They compete with
Yes.
each other, I think.
Yes.
All right. So, Miss Ngan, what do you think? Do you want to be a singer, Miss Ngan?
Honestly, no. Firstly, I don't think I have a competitive voice to
competitive or compatible?
Competitive. It
You
means
mean-
that I don't have the very special voice to impress people and compete to other singers.
I think it's not called competitive voice. A competitive voice means like people always try to compete with others, and it's not a good thing. Nó không phải điều tốt đâu. Một cái giọng có luôn luôn cái giọng mà luôn tranh đấu, luôn cạnh tranh. I mean, competitive voice is not a good. It's not a good thing. But
So what
competitive salary is a good thing. Yes. Lương cạnh tranh, nhưng mà không thể nói là giọng cạnh tranh được. I don't think it's a common thing. Let's just
so
say
I can say
you have a silky, smooth voice. Cái giọng trơn tru như dải lụa đó. Giọng
but I can say that I don't have the impressive voice enough to attract people and to be a singer.
To be a singer, okay.
And secondly, I'm not confident to perform and to master the stage when I'm in front of the huge of audience.
A huge amount of audience?
Yes, a huge amount of audience. So yes, I cannot be a singer when I always struggling with these two problems.
Oh, I see. So, Miss Ngan, what do you think of singing competitions? There are a lot of singing competitions in Vietnam. What do you think about it?
I think in the school or in a small site, just like a recreational activity of a group.
Recreational activities?
Yes, recreational of a group. I think it's just like a relaxing competition. But what yeah.
Hoạt động giải trí.
Yes, entertaining competition. But with the reality or singing competition on the TV show, I think this show for someone who want to earn the fame and to be famous, and they want to be on the screen, and then after the competition, no matter what the result,
no matter what, people know about them anyway.
Yes, they will be well known better.
They'll be
more well known, right?
They will be more well known. Yeah.
Yes, be more well known by people.
Yes.
Yes.
But these days, all competition is just about singing. Do you think it's bad? I mean,
because that is a people demand.
Yeah,
especially for young people and even for the older. And they decide the style for each of group.
Mm-hmm. But do you think that there should be more kind of competition, because it's getting boring, you know? Just always competitions about singing, always singing.
Yes, I think sometimes it's to be monotonous.
It's a bit monotonous, yeah.
Yes, monotonous, and sometimes it's non-educational programs for most of the audience.
I think so too. So,
but I really love the show of trí tuệ, siêu trí tuệ.
Trí tuệ what?
Siêu trí tuệ này.
Okay, siêu trí tuệ, super clever or super intelligent or something like that.
Yes.
Anyway. Okay, thank you, Miss Ngan. So, Mr. Yoon, please. What do you think of singing competitions, Mr. Yoon?
I think it's fine. It's sometimes entertaining for me and my family too, and we can sometimes hear the pure voice of a talent singer.
Okay. Do you think the school system should teach singing?
No.
You should continue teaching singing?
No. Oh my God.
Why would it not be?
I think it's good.
It took my time. It took my time. At that time when I study singing, I can study another subject. Like math or art. Not singing, because singing is just some people they can sing well, not like me.
Yeah, but it's there's a lot of good benefits to learning art. You know that, right?
Yes, art is better, not singing.
Okay, so maybe people should have a choice, like should choose what they should do, not like forced to learn these things.
Optional.
This is not a compulsory.
It should not be a compulsory subject.
Optional subject.
It should be an optional subject, not compulsory. Không phải là bắt buộc, nó chỉ là môn tự chọn thôi. So optional. It's an adjective.
I'm sure that young people will register to this object.
Compulsory.
Subject.
Compulsory.
Yes.
But optional.
And I used to cry when my teacher asked me to sing in a class. A lot of people see me, but my voice and the flow is parallel, like we not touch each other.
Oops. That sounds terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Yes.
I know that feeling.
Terrible feeling. And then when we start to sing, people will be like, ah! Well, anyway, so Miss Oan, do you want to be a singer?
Well, I have no idea about it, because since I was a little small girl, my mother often say I'm not good at singing, so I don't have a thinking about this. But I also admire who sing well, and I also admire singer who is really famous, beautiful in the stage, and
on the stage,
well known and even wealthy.
On the stage. Trên sàn diễn chứ phải là trong sàn. So basically on the stage. Okay, so Miss One, I think, do you think that people sing because they want to relieve their stress? Sad stress, like relieve stress. Do you think they sing to relieve stress? But is there any other reasons behind that? Why do people sing?
There are various of reasons to people to sing. For people to sing, the first thing that is entertain themselves, even including relieving stress. And another reason could be their favorite action. For example, if they have a talent in it, so it's nice to
hear.
Nice to hear, and even nice to get attention from other people that show their talent. And another reason could be for earning money. For example, it's a desk job, so they sing.
Maybe it's their professional job.
Yes.
Their profession, they have to sing. Okay, so let's move on to another topic, part 2 and part 3. Let's go to 37. Did we do 37 before? I think we did. Moment, please. 37, it's okay, let's do this one again. Describe a time that you made a promise to someone. Miêu tả một thời điểm mà các bạn đã hứa hẹn ai đó. Let's do this one again because I feel like we haven't really do this one.
Yes.
I feel like we should do this one again. Describe a time you made a promise to someone. Made a promise. So this is in the past, of course. Quá khứ. Miêu tả một thời điểm mà các bạn đã hứa hẹn ai đó. You should say what the promise was. Cái lời hứa đó là cái gì thế? To whom you made it. Các bạn đã hứa với ai? Whether it was easy or difficult to keep. Liệu lời hứa có khó hay là dễ để giữ lời hứa không? Whether, explain why you made it. Giải thích là tại sao các bạn lại hứa như vậy. And then you have part 3 of promise. What kind of promises do people often make? Con người ta thường hứa hẹn những loại lời hứa như thế nào thế? Do parents in Vietnam make promise to their children? Các bậc cha mẹ Việt Nam có hứa hẹn với trẻ nhỏ họ không? Do children keep their promises? Trẻ nhỏ liệu có giữ lời hứa của họ, giữ lời hứa của chúng không? Why do some people fail to keep their promises? Tại sao một số người họ lại thất bại trong chuyện giữ lời hứa? Think about, and then another question I can say that, why do some people promise a lot? Tại sao một số người họ hứa hẹn rất nhiều? Is it because of their personal gain? Do cái lợi ích cá nhân? Maybe it's because of their agendas. Cái chiêu trò riêng, cái mục đích riêng. Because of their agenda. Why do some people promise a lot? What else? I think that's good enough for parts 2 and 3. Now, you have 2 minutes to think about it now. 2 phút bắt đầu. Alright, let's do it first. Mr. Young, please.
Yes.
Describe a time when you made a promise to someone. Go slowly, okay? Slower.
Okay. So it was at my grade 8.
What? And at my friends?
Yes, my friends at grade 8. And
grade 8.
Grade 8?
Yes,
Yes.
he said that.
It was
Grade 8.
grade 8.
Great.
The grade 8. And the problem is where I play games for him because he's now be well was his were taken his phone was taken, so now he cannot play anything. So I played for him, and it's quite difficult because at that time I'm still learning, and it's not
I
in
was
the
still learning.
summer. I was still learning. So it's not in the summer, so I have to study and play his game, and his game's really hard. I
His
have to try
game
hard
was
about
and his game
one.
was really hard.
It's about 1.5 hour to play past one floor.
You mean one level? You mean one level to pass one level?
Yes, but in that game it's one floor.
That's level. Where we say level, you know.
Yeah,
In
okay,
game
so
we say
one
to pass one level, vượt
to
qua
pass one level.
vượt qua một tầng, vượt qua một mức, một màn, một mức, một tầng. To pass one level.
So I done it. I did it because the promise is if he teaching me about math and literature.
You mean
And
if
sometimes
he teaches you? You mean if he teaches you, or if he
yes,
taught you math and literature? Không có giới từ. If he
it
teaches you math and literature, you would something.
yeah, okay. So if he teach me math and literature,
So past tense. So if he taught me math
he
and
taught me.
literature, I think math without S's in it.
Oh,
Math and
okay.
literature, I would do something.
So if he taught me math and literature, I would play his game for a while, like about 3 or 4 months, and after that he will
He would.
take he to took back his phone and play the game with me. Ta-da.
And was it easy or difficult to keep that promise?
I think I say it already.
I think, wow, I didn't really realize that.
Oh,
Anyway,
okay.
Miss One, please, can you describe a time when you made a promise to someone? Past tense, please. Be careful.
The last time I had I made a promise. The last time I had a promise was with my mother to come back to homeland to visit her.
To homeland to visit her.
To homeland to visit her, but I couldn't make it because due to a pandemic COVID. So
due to the COVID pandemic.
Due to the COVID pandemic.
I think we say pandemic, we don't say the pandemic. Mình nói là dịch bệnh, nhưng không nói là cái dịch bệnh, chiếc dịch bệnh, không có mạo từ đời đằng trước. We don't say the pandemic, we say pandemic. So due to COVID pandemic.
And all the way to my homeland was locked down, even by train, by car, or by plane. Since I haven't seen her for 2 years, so it was quite difficult for her to have this time. But anyway, we have a plan for her to. We have a plan for her to go back to me in a month in her Harvard 2 doses of vaccination.
Say again? I don't understand.
Since her has got 2 doses of vaccination.
Since she got 2 doses of vaccination.
Yes.
2 doses of the vaccine. Or you can just say she got 2 doses of the vaccine. Okay, and please continue.
Well, and it's a I think I often make the promise to be true, so it's like it's make me think a lot, and I will have to
and I
think.
And I had to. Wahoo! Be careful. I had to.
And I think I will think more carefully when I make a promise to someone.
Okay. So I think I will think very carefully before making any promise anymore. I see. No, Miss Yuan, please. Can you describe a time when you made a promise to someone?
Yes. The promise I made that I decided to purchase a dress for my sister-in-law. Yes, but at this time I didn't have a part-time job in order to earn money to have a finance. So save money was really difficult for me. Yes, but because she lived in a city slum.
Không có lên giọng. Because
she lived. Yes, she lived in a inner city slum, like shanty town. Yes, she really wanted to have a beautiful dress. Moreover, she always admired my eye-catching dress. Yes, so I made this promise because I empathy with her situation.
No, because you empathize. You empathize.
Yes. I empathize with her situation. I wanted to see her in a magnificent dress on her birthday.
Party, not party.
Yes.
Empathize, I think.
Empathize.
To empathize with someone. Đồng cảm với ai đó.
Yes. But in fact, I must say that when I save money, this is really hard for me, and sometimes I felt quite regret. I felt quite regret.
You felt regretful?
Yes.
I felt regretful. I hối hận lắm.
Yes, but regretful. Yes. But finally,
sometimes I regret that I made promises. You can say I think sometimes I regret making promises. Đôi khi tôi hối tiếc vì đã hứa hẹn.
Yes.
Why my enter key is weird? I have to press enter twice so it will enter the message. But now sometimes I just press once and it enter. Tại sao lúc enter nó kỳ nhỉ? Anyway, so Miss Ngan, please. Can you describe a time that you made a promise to someone?
Yes. During my past time, I made many promises to many people, included myself.
Myself? Yes.
Yeah. But the most important promise that when I say yes, I do, at the time my boyfriend proposed to get married me.
Proposed to marry me.
yes, proposed to marry me 3 years ago, and this also my promise to my mother, who always asked me or worry about when I get married, because I get older, 33 years old, but still be single. Single, not single, sorry. And since then, yes, and since then I live a new version of mine. I not live for myself, but for our family.
I live for our family.
Yes, I live for my family.
Not anymore, but I live for our family.
Yes, I live for our family. At first time, it's quite difficult for me to keep my promise, while the ego of each individual, each person, quite cái tôi của mình hơi
Our
cao.
egos are sometimes too high.
Yes, sometimes too high, and we don't have time enough to understand each other and get along well at first. And it's because of the internal and external factors that affect our marriage life also.
Our marriage life, I see.
Yeah. But year by years, we familiar with the character.
Year after year, we became familiar with.
Yes, we became familiar with the character of each other, and we get along well.
Character, cá tính nha. Character,
yeah.
Cá tính, personality, tính cách.
Personality, yes, personality. I mean, of each other, and we get along well. And now I find that it's not difficult for me to keep my promise. To keep this promise.
Yes, to keep his promise. Okay. Now, very good. Now, so, Mr. Young, what kinds of promises do people often make? What do you think?
Well, I think usually, like I have seen is about promise about money. Like
promise to give back the money, to borrow money and give back within a certain amount of time.
Yes, and sometimes it's about as the student age. I think it's about keeping don't do it again, like
you mean
mom and dad.
Basically, promises to not do bad things again.
Yes.
Yes.
As my student age is often usually and often when I do the bad things, like didn't do homework, bad score in the exams.
Is that all what you always promise people to do, and then you fail to keep promises, Mr. Young?
Yes.
Yes. So
yes.
Why do people fail to keep their promises, Mr. Young? What do you think?
So I think because of about the natural and the purpose of the fail, like sometimes it's just an accident that they cannot keep their promise.
Accident, huh?
Yes, accident.
Are you sure it's just an accident?
Yes, it's an accident. I'm sure that it's just an accident. And sometimes that they forgot their promise, so they keep it. And some is they don't notice the promise and they leave it.
They what?
Bỏ đi luôn làm gì thầy?
And basically they forget it all.
Không bỏ đi, Có nghĩa người ta biết đấy, nhưng mà người ta không thích nhắc
Basically, they
lại thôi.
ignored. You mean they
Làm
ignored?
ngơ.
Yes, they ignored it.
They ignored. They ignored. Họ bỏ qua cho. Họ bỏ qua. Không thèm đếm xỉa luôn.
Yes.
Không thèm đếm xỉa đến. They ignored. Okay, so Miss Ngân, please. So, do parents in Vietnam make promises to their children, or make promise to their children?
Yes, I think not only Vietnamese parents, but most of the parents in this world make promises to their children.
And then they can't make to keep promises.
Yeah, it's because children are vulnerable and they constantly seek reassurance from their parents, and they always try to ask the thing that they want or they like. So sometimes they throw a tantrum in the public, and parents they don't want to lose their face in the public, so they usually make the promise immediately for instant gratification. Yes, and that is one example.
Wait, what is gratification? I forgot that word. Is that moment, please? Gratification means pleasure or satisfaction to make people happy again.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Satisfaction, sự thỏa mãn. Hài lòng, thỏa mãn. Okay, so thỏa mãn ngay tức khắc.
Yeah. And sometimes when their children get straight A's performance or achievement in school, parents sometimes make a promise to reward them by some like a toy or a trip, for example, and this also a good encouragement. It's also considered as a good encouragement and motivation for a children to get or to perform well in the next time.
Well, in an exam or something like that. Now, yes. But the problem is people make a lot of promises. But Miss Ngân, do you think they keep their promises a lot?
As I mentioned above, sometimes because of instant gratification and in gratification cases, and parents just make the promise immediately at the time the thing happened, and then after that they forget to keep their promise, and they don't tend to keep their promise. For this case, I mean.
All right. But what? Yeah. Please continue.
But people tend to make a promise that they don't keep, or they break easily. They break the promise easily.
So most of the people, they are not trustworthy. Do you think? Không đáng tin, isn't it? Do you think most of the people, they are not trustworthy because they make promises a lot and they break their promises a lot? Do you think so?
Yes. If someone who always make the promise reckless in the reckless way, it result in many people will find that they are untrustworthy. Yeah, untrustworthy. And of course they don't believe what these people
Okay, very
okay. Yeah, I say.
Thank you. So, Miss Young, please. So, do you think children promise a lot, and do children keep their promises? I think you did answer this question before, did you?
Yes,
No.
you did it.
Okay, then answer that, please.
The first question you asked me.
Oh, I think I first asked him about children already. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so Mr. Young, why do some people promise a lot? Tại sao một số người hứa hẹn nhiều như vậy?
I think because they have a problem in this life, like trouble.
What kind of problem?
It's like about the promise problems. They
Promise problem? Vấn đề về lời hứa.
That they tend to be promise a lot, but they don't keep it recently. And
who often promise a lot? Basically, salespeople, những người bán hàng.
Yeah.
Salespeople.
Sales like bán hàng đa cấp là gì thầy?
Đa là multi, cấp là level, multi-level marketing. Bán hàng đa cấp. Multi-level marketing. Multi là đa, level multi-level marketing. Bán hàng đa cấp.
So the multi-level
and multi-level marketeer. You can say
marketeer.
Or marketer. Marketer is a person who sell these things, who put these products on the market. Người đưa cái sản phẩm ra thị trường. Marketer. Multi-level marketer, or we can say salesmen and women.
Okay, so multi-level marketer is the most recently promised a lot about the products because they are products into kind of product from the multi-level marketer is the good and the bad. The good is they have it, yes, and it's can be used and it's really good. But some it's not like what they tell and what they promise is example like about the medicine. Yes, about the multi-level marketing medicines.
Multi-level marketing.
Yes, and they make the fake medicine to give, and they promise that medicines can cure any kind of
diseases.
Yes, but it's not actually like that.
Of course, it's never actually like that. Yeah. Always a big lie. Always a big lie. People love to lie. That's the thing. I have to give it to them. People love to lie. Sometimes, of course, not sometimes. It's all the time. People love to lie just to be able to sell products, and that's why they promise a lot. What do you think, Miss Wan? Why do some people fail to keep their promises?
Well, firstly, because they have a habit to promise and they just don't think it carefully before making the promise. And I think the reason for that action is they want people to trust in them, and also give them give people the expectation
to give them a false expectation.
To give people to give others the expectation, but in particular, they can't make it, and also because when they make the promise, easily. They just don't have a responsible part. So
you mean?
They just don't have a responsibilities for this, and also they even don't try to make it to be real. So
even make it so.
So it and also they don't have to they don't be in crime or just by law. So
I don't understand that. Can you say that sentence again? I don't understand the last sentence.
That the action by breaking the promise doesn't make them involved to.
Doesn't make them become a criminal, you mean?
Yes. So it doesn't make them in criminal. So
doesn't make them become a criminal. So that's why people keep making promises they cannot keep.
Yes. So that's easy for them to break the promise.
I see. Okay. I think let's take a break, shall we? Take a short break, 5 minutes break, shall we?
Yes.
Okay, and then we move on to media, okay? Okay, so we should go to the topic of media now. And that's number 10. Number 10. So, describe something interesting you saw on social media. Miêu tả một cái gì đó mà các bạn thấy thú vị trên mạng xã hội. So this is something in the past, of course, quá khứ. You should say when it was, bạn đã nhìn thấy nó lúc nào. Where you saw it, bạn đã nhìn thấy nó ở đâu. What you saw, bạn đã nhìn thấy cái gì. Explain why you think it was interesting. Và giải thích là tại sao bạn nghĩ điều đó là thú vị. So you have part 3 of social media. Why do people use social media? Tại sao con người ta lại sử dụng mạng xã hội? What kinds of things are popular on social media? Có những cái loại thứ gì nó rất là thông dụng, thấy nhiều trên mạng xã hội. So what are the advantages and disadvantages of using social media? Có những tác hại và cái lợi ích nào của chuyện sử dụng mạng xã hội? What do you think of making friends on social network? Bạn nghĩ gì về chuyện mà kết bạn trên mạng xã hội? Why shouldn't people trust everything they see on social media? Tại sao con người ta không nên tin tưởng vào bất kỳ thứ gì mà họ nhìn thấy trên mạng xã hội? Mọi thứ mà họ thấy trên mạng xã hội. And what else should I add here? There should be more, right?
Yes.
Talking about media, do you think that the media is contributing a lot to the development of countries? Bạn có nghĩ là truyền thông đang ủng hộ, đang cống hiến rất nhiều cho sự phát triển của những đất nước không? And then next one, I would say that do you think what do you think is the roles of the media in our modern world? Bạn nghĩ cái vai trò của truyền thông là gì trong xã hội hiện đại của chúng ta, thế giới hiện đại của chúng ta? What do you think is the roles of the media in our modern world? And hey, that's a really big question. Do you think a role of media is like what kind of role does it have? Like entertainment, giải trí hả? Information, to give information, để cho thông tin hả? Or is it to serve political purposes? Để mà nó phục vụ mục đích chính trị, to serve political purposes on something like that? Okay, so let's think about this one for a while. Now just make it smaller so you can see top 2 as well. Okay, that's good enough, but you can see that the last question. Okay, you have 2 minutes to think about this one. No, that's 3 minutes, okay? Okay, let's do it. Now, so Miss Yuan, please, can you describe something interesting that you saw on social media?
Yes. In my free time, I also surf on the internet. Yes, and I took a chance to know Vietcetera.
Vietcetera? Oh, I know Vietcetera too.
Yeah, this was on the website, and I always enjoy reading and watching their architecture, their sitcom, like having a gossip that they would connect with prominent people. They not only concentrate on really famous like a celebrity, but they also concentrate on rising star or just a famous people. Yes, and I love it. Yes, the reason why I think it's more interesting because this is like a mainstream, like a real news for me to read. Yes, and I also this not have a sensational news to attract people.
Didn't have the there wasn't a sensational news. Đã không có.
There wasn't a sensational news to attract people, or they have a like.
There wasn't. There was or there were. Có trong quá khứ. There was. There were.
There wasn't have a There wasn't a sensational.
Sensational news.
Yes, there wasn't any sensational news to attract reader. Yes.
Tin tức giật gân, sensational news to wake up the senses, to make people wake up.
Yes.
Làm cho mọi giác quan nó sống lại, cho nó mọi giác quan nó dựng lên, giật gân. Okay, so I think it was interesting. You think it was interesting, right?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Young, please.
Yes.
Can you describe something interesting you saw on social media?
So it was when I surfing YouTube for music. So I find music.
Music.
So
music. Những âm đầu.
Music. Okay. So I saw a channel. They
what?
They have some videos about my anime, about my Japanese animation. My favorite Japanese animation, and it was free. I cannot, so I don't go to another web to find it.
I didn't go to
another web to find it, and it's really easy for me to find my favorite animation.
Anime.
It's anime, but no one knows it's anime. So I go to YouTube and watch it.
You're describing in the past.
I went to and that's quite interesting because it has there's no ad or there are no advertisements.
There were advertisements.
There was no advertisements or sexual ads. Yeah.
Sexual ads. Pornography.
Yes, and no pop-ups, so I really like it and interesting while watching it. no one make me angry. No one annoy me when I watching my favorite animation.
And why you think it was interesting?
Because that's the first time some channel they translate the that movie into Vietnamese, and it's free for Vietnamese people to watch it.
So that's why you think it was interesting. Oh, I see.
Yes.
Now, Miss Nhan, please. Can you describe something interesting you saw on social media, please?
Yes. I used to be a big fan of social media. A big fan of social media, especially Facebook, where I can get informative news and update information. One of my favorite interests that is about education events was spotted by
educational event.
Yes, educational events was spotted by trusty educational agency. They provide with updated news or policy or the rules for overseas study in or even immigration, so that I can follow and prepare myself for these requirements.
And prepare myself, you mean?
Yes, prepare myself for these requirements. And their informative and attractive image.
They are informative.
They are informative and attractive image and content. I read from the banner, and then I left a message to them. Then I was consulted in very short time.
I think you were consulted. You were contacted. You were contacted, yes, and you were consulted during a very short time. So
yes, consulted in very short time. So I think this is a plus point of the social media, and social media is a good channel for advertisement.
Wait, you are going to into part 3 already. Đang lạc đề.
No, I think I try to explain why it's interesting. Just one last sentence.
Okay, please.
Yes, I think it's a good channel for advertisement freely, and it's beneficial for the seller and for me like a customer. Okay. So I find that really interesting for me.
You find it interesting to me. Okay, for me. All right, good. Now, Miss One, please. Can you describe something interesting that you saw on social media? Your microphone, please, Miss One.
Okay. Recently, I have seen in social media a beauty network called Red from China, and it's really amused me when I can find any swatch. I could find any swatch or image of any beauty product from their social media, and it's like Pinterest, but
it's like Pinterest, but
it's like Pinterest, but you know, with the Chinese filler, it makes the product more beautiful, and they can see they also pin the results of using process of this product in the post. So I can use the.
So you put
So I could use this social media for my commercial purpose,
Your commercial purposes
to advertise my product to make any people want it. So
make any people what? Sorry.
To advertise my product. So
reach a lot of people.
Yes, with good imagination. So make people want it more.
I see. Make people want more. I see. Now, so let's go to social media. So, Miss Ngan, please. Why do people like to use social media? What do you think?
Yes. Social media has both an upside and a downside as well. And
has both.
An upside and downside. Both.
Upside and downside of it?
Yes. And for its advantages, the social media help people connected easily in a very fast
How
page.
people stay connected easily?
Yes. Help people to stay connected easily in very fast page because of the technology, like a smartphone, just keep them connected with the Wi-Fi or 4G or 5G.
Yes.
Yes. It's quite convenient for people to send or send a message or even make a phone call by audio or by video call, so people can see each other immediately, like two person in real two
person in real life. You mean like 2 person in real life?
Face to face, yes. I mean that's what I mean.
2 person in real life. It's face.
I realize they talk they face to face and make a conversation. And social media, as I mentioned above, is a good channel for promoting the seller products or services freely, or just pay a little amount of money.
It's not minor, actually. And basically, I don't think it's that cheap anymore.
Maybe I don't know about that, but I think it's a convenience and just invest a little capital for a piece of to air a piece of advertisement, and they can press widely over the world.
Okay, you can ask me because I'm sure she run advertisement because she run her own business.
Okay.
You can ask her. Okay, so Miss Yuan, please. What kinds of things are popular on social media? What do you think?
This is an interesting question. I think this is 2 types of
There are 2 types. There are 2 types.
There are 2 types of reader. I think readers.
Yeah, reader is a good word to use. Yeah, there are 2 types of readers. Có 2 loại người. Wait, is it readers or is it I think online user? Let's just say online user.
Oh, online user. I think let's just say online user.
Người dùng trực tuyến. Yeah, online user.
Yes.
Người dùng trực tuyến.
Yes. Firstly, I think the online users, they believe in mainstream, reportable, and highly
mainstream
and reputable. Maybe my pronunciation is wrong.
Reputable. You mean reputable?
Yes. I want to say that.
Okay, reputable. Reputable.
Reputable.
Reputable means like có danh tiếng. So it means famous and respected.
Yes.
Nổi tiếng và được tôn trọng. They are reputable,
Yeah.
reputable
Yes.
sources, maybe.
Yes. And they believe in this mainstream. For instance, like etc., we can believe in this news because this concentrate on authentic news to with a positive thinking for user.
A positive thinking, like an optimism, một cái sự lạc quan, isn't it?
Yes, and they concentrate on giving reader a lot of knowledge,
About
But secondly, I think online user they are enjoy reading and watching fake news, sensational news with a negative
news and things like that.
Yes, and moreover, I want to mention about
there are a lot of advertisements online too.
They fund bad influence.
Influence.
Yes, a bad influence. I want to say this in this video, but Go Phương Hằng she's yes, she's famous. I don't say about this good or bad influence, but she's really famous now. Like
she's an online sensation, or you can say an online phenomenon.
Yeah, she's an online phenomenon.
Một hiện tượng trên mạng luôn.
Yes.
Online phenomenon or online sensation. Well, good or bad, we have to let time answer that. Để thời gian trả lời.
Yes.
Time will tell. Time will tell.
Yes. But I just mentioned about a lot of people follow many online phenomenon. Yes, but they don't concentrate on the knowledge, on the information.
Concentrate on things that matter.
Yes.
Không tập trung vào những thứ mà có liên quan, những thứ mà nó liên quan trực tiếp với đời sống nhân dân.
Yes.
Don't
yes.
concentrate on things that matters.
That matters. Yes, they don't concentrate on things that matters.
Things that matter.
Yes. Finally, I just want to say that people must choose the positive news to read. This will be helpful for them. Yes.
Okay, good. That's very good, Ms. Yuen. So, Mr. Young, what are the advantages and disadvantages of using social media? What do you think?
I think the advantage is they will have the latest news on the social media.
There will be. Có have why?
There will be.
Why do you have to say have all the time? There will be.
Yeah, there will be. Okay.
When you say something exists, you say there is. Say again, please.
There will be latest news for everyone to see, and I think that this advantage is the most remarkable in everyone's life is dramatic.
The dramas online.
Yes, the drama on example, like the past day.
What happened during the past days?
Yes, there's Facebook. On Facebook, there's drama about a girl who said it's about body me. It's mean cơ thể. It's about her body. Yes, she said body me, and someone said someone comment that it's not
commented.
commented.
Comment.
Next is
Someone comment.
comment.
Someone comment on something. To comment.
Comment. Yeah, so he comments on her status.
She commented on her status that
his comment on her status is it's my body, it's not body me, and then
it created
really dramatic.
It's created a dramatic scene. Nó tạo một cái cảnh rất
Yes.
drama. It created a very dramatic scene.
Yes, and there's my disadvantage, like the toxic user.
You mean
when you post on
toxic users, huh? You mean like bad user, toxic users, bad
Yes.
influences?
So sometimes there's a toxic user on online, like they said bad things about you when you post something on online, or you comment some things in on some status, they will comment the bad thing for you too. And the last thing is the fake news. The important is the fake news always on Facebook. And if you don't learn how to
Facebook. But it's a book, not book. Okay, it's
Facebook.
Okay, Facebook. It's Facebook.
And you don't learn how to recognize it, you're going to be have trouble with everything.
Okay. Now, so Miss Ngan, please. So, what do you think of making friends on social network? Kết bạn trên mạng thì sao? It's a good idea now.
Yes, it's a good and interesting question. Making a friend on social network is not my tendency.
You mean making friends? Many friends?
Yes, making many friends on social network is not my tendency. No. But as my observation, I think it's like social media can be a lifesaver for someone who feel isolated or get struggle with within in a real world. Mm-hmm. For example, LGBT people who don't dare come out their real nature.
Out of their real
nature. Nature.
They're coming out. We say the word come out already.
Giống như là kiểu
to come out with the others. They
thể hiện cái bản chất thật á.
Their true color.
Yes.
A
true color.
Their true nature.
Yes, that's true nature in real community. So
I mean, you mean in the community? In the community?
Yes, community. Okay. In like the real world. So they tend to find or to seek a friend on the social media who has a similar situation with them.
Who are in a similar situation?
Yes, who are in a similar situation. So this network help them feel more connected and not lonely. Lonely in a virtual world.
In a virtual world.
Yes, in a virtual world. So that is one of the beneficial.
Yes.
Benefit of making friends on social network.
What are the bad ones? So, Miss Yuen, what do you think are the bad? I mean, the disadvantage or the drawbacks of making friends on social network? What do you think, Miss Yuen?
Yes. In my opinion, I think the bad aspect of
the bad aspect. Khía cạnh.
The bad aspect of making friends on social network is because of we live in a virtual life, so
virtual.
Because this is a virtual life, so we don't know the real character and their situation. So we must face with a scammer.
We must face scammer. You mean we might encounter, có thể bắt gặp phải.
Yes,
We might encounter scammers. Có thể chúng ta có thể bắt gặp những kẻ lừa đảo. We might encounter scammers.
Yes, we might encounter scammers. So nowadays, for example, a lot of people make friends and easily to believe in someone. So they purchase something. They make friends. After that, they believe in each other. So they purchase something, and they will lose money.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Well, after that,
easily. Well, people lose money through many things.
Yes, for many things they purchase. Like after they give the scammer money, after that they will be blocked.
Of course they will be blocked for sure.
Yes.
Scam. It's a scam anyway. It's a scam. It's a fraud.
Yes.
It's a fraud anyway.
And I think moreover, many chaotics and like a lot of people gossip and they yell to each other on the internet.
Cyberbullying? You mean they do cyberbullying?
Cyberbullying? Yes.
Bức nạt trên mạng.
Yes. Yes.
And
I think cyberbullying
problems. Yes.
Yes. This will be start from they making friends on internet.
On the internet.
On the internet. Because they didn't know their real characters. So maybe they will be yell to each other for
they will yell at each other.
They will be yell at each other for small like những vấn đề không đáng kể. How can you say? No major problem. No major problem.
Or insignificant. Không đáng kể. Insignificant matters. Những thứ không đáng kể. Những thứ không đáng kể, những vấn đề lặt vặt. Insignificant matters.
Insignificant matters. So I think making friends on social network will be this is the drawback is outweigh the benefit.
So you mean the drawback outweigh the benefits? I see. Bất lợi đó. Nặng hơn cái có lợi. Okay, anyway. So, Miss One, please. Why shouldn't people trust everything they see on social media? What do you think?
In my opinion, in social media has some
social media. Trên mạng, mạng nha. So basically,
on social media,
on TV, on the internet, on Facebook, on YouTube, on the media. Okay.
On the social media, there are some problem, and the biggest could be facing the scammer.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think people trust everything on the social media, since we cannot see the face, we cannot see them physically. So physically, so it's very easy for people to pretend to be someone to cheat on people. So and due to the bảo mật là gì thầy, em quên rồi thầy.
What do you say?
Bảo mật á.
Due to the security problem, you mean vấn đề?
Yes, due to the security problem of banking system.
You mean internet banking?
Yes, so many scammers are searching, hunting, who are hunting user who doesn't know about the internet well, to scam their money online. So it's really important to protect ourselves by putting security the first on the internet.
To put their own security at the first priority. Đặt cái an ninh của họ, to put their security as the first priority. Đặt sự an nguy, sự an toàn của họ như là priority, what's that? Ưu tiên đầu tiên, như là ưu tiên đầu tiên. Okay, so to put their security as the first priority. Okay.
Moreover, I think about purple bags.
Yes, please, Miss Yuen.
Yes. Because I want to say that because my mother also purchased a lot of things when yes, when she saw pop-up ads or sensational advertising.
He needs to be taught.
Yeah.
Maybe buy it with his own money, no? Or he asked it from you or your parents?
Yes.
No.
So I think
you should definitely be firm.
No.
Ask him to pay with his own money. Then he will learn. You have to understand that.
Yes.
Because
so I think people don't trust everything they see on social media. Instead of they follow their profiles. They know their
profiles.
Yes.
I see. Now tell me. So, Miss Yuen, do you think that the media is contributing a lot to the development of countries? It's a hard question.
Yes.
Think about think about how it informs people about matters. Think about how it entertains people. Think about how it promote values. Nó ủng hộ, nó đưa ra những cái giá trị. Promote happiness to the people.
I think the media is contributing a lot to the development of countries. Firstly, I think about economy. Yes.
Yes.
Because a lot of sellers now they can sell online. This is really easy to attract customer to purchase. Like Shopee, for instance, like Shopee or Facebook platform. I want to say that because this encourage people to purchase with a low price.
With a lower price, you mean?
Yes, with a low price. This is inexpensive for people to purchase. Secondly, I want to mention about because of the media did have a tourism could I say tiếp cận in English? I don't know why, but I forgot it.
Access.
Access? Yes, thank you.
Access.
Access.
Could get access to. Like access.
Yes.
Right.
I'm so sorry.
Access to, tiếp cận với. Get access to.
Because of the media, so tourism around the world can access to Vietnam.
Can get access to Vietnam and its beauty and its people and.
Yes, like a local brand, local market, like local culture, they could access to this, but because they just see many symbol of Vietnam, like they didn't take a chance to access local culture or local brand. To buy, to see many things with a low cost. Yes.
Low cost.
So, yeah. So I think this is a good way for them to attract Vietnamese to attract tourism. Sorry.
Okay, to attract tourism. Very good. So, Mr. Young, what do you think is the role of the media in our world? Vai trò của truyền thông trong thế giới hiện đại bây giờ như nào? Like, what kind of role do they play? Are they important? And can they be used in any good or bad ways?
So, well, I think is I think is one type of the communication, like communication of each people in the online social, and it's like it sometimes it show off to everybody see what we have and what we need. And
we have không có xuống, không có lên dọc. What we have, lower your voice please. What we have, not have.
What we have.
What we have. What we have. What we have. What we have.
What we have.
Okay.
And it's sometimes it's a perfect place to selling goods online.
Goods to selling goods.
I just say goods. It's not a good.
Selling goods to selling goods. Hàng hóa. Okay, không có
to selling goods online because it's suitable. It's nowadays like in the COVID pandemic.
Pandemic. No, pandemic.
Pandemic.
We don't have the before pandemic, okay?
Okay.
For example, in COVID-19 pandemic. Okay. Next.
No.
Anything else?
It's maybe a place to phê phán là gì thầy?
Sorry?
Phê phán là gì thầy? Phê phán.
To criticize.
To criticize some point in the social, and sometimes it's place to advertise quảng bá gì thầy?
To advertise, yeah.
Yes, to advertise some products. Not like product. It's like some apps. Some apps.
Product.
Product.
Khó sửa, thiệt sự khó sửa cho Dương thiệt luôn á. It's really difficult to correct you. Amen. And it's not because he's my it's not because he's my nephew. Yes, Mr. Young is my nephew. But
Yes.
basically, I don't think it's because of that. It's difficult to fix him, but it's because
Yeah.
you have to pay more attention to every word you say. Phải chú ý vào từ cách nói nha. You have to pay more attention to every word you say, because you keep making the same mistake again and again and again. All right. So, Miss Yuen, what do you think? I'm sorry. Let me ask Miss Ngan. What do you think is the role of the media in our world?
Well, overall, I think media contribute greatly into the world development, especially in the more modern world, when we focus on application or modern technology into our daily life. Because the great benefit of media that help manufacturers to advertise and promote their products and services in more effective and more efficient ways. It means that their products can reach to the mass in very short time.
Reach the mass.
Yes, reach the mass.
Can reach the mass.
Can reach the mass in very short time. Especially launching new product event, they can apply or they can advertise through commercial ads on the TV or billboard or the banner or the campaign or even reality shows. But what is the speed of widespread is also harmful to the world when the content is not carefully censored by a professional team.
By a professional team, I say.
Yes.
Well, do you think there's any steps that people can do to ensure that the news online are true and authentic? Có những cái bước nào có thể làm, like, okay, let me put another question. Do you think there are or there is anything people can do to have a cleaner, healthier, what's it called? To have a cleaner and healthier social media environment? Bạn có nghĩ rằng có bất kỳ thứ gì con người ta có thể làm để có được một cái môi trường mà mạng xã hội sạch hơn, lành mạnh hơn không? Like,
sorry, Mitchell.
Yeah? You have to go.
Could I have an opinion?
Yes, please.
About my question before, I mentioned about tourism, but I didn't think it's persuade or clear. I said it clearly because I have an idea like, for instance, so nowadays we have a food reviewer on Facebook, Instagram, moreover on the YouTube. So I think tourism, they could follow them to go to the place where Vietnamese people truly enjoy. They can eat local cuisine, not just tourism. How do you say that? Wait a minute. Tourism attraction.
You mean tourist attraction?
Yeah, tourist attraction. Cái địa điểm mà chỉ có khách du lịch đó thầy.
Yes, it's tourist
Yes.
attraction, not tourism attraction, okay?
Sorry, tourist attraction. Yes, and they will have a good trip. They can see a magnificent landscape with a cost effective, and they will come back Vietnam again.
Come back Việt Nam là sao em? Come back to...
Sorry, they will come back to Vietnam again. Yes, so I think this is more cosplay people because we have a food preview. They are on media.
On the social media. Okay, so Miss Wan,
Yes.
please. Do you think there's anything people can do to have a cleaner, healthier social media environment? What can we do? What do you think? Okay, think about like having teams to check the facts, you know. Miss Wan, are you there? Hello, Miss Wan? Okay, she's busy anyway. Okay, so Mr. Yuan, do you think there's anything people can do to have a cleaner and healthier social media environment? Mr. Yuan?
I think it's depend on each people using social media because if nowadays if we teach the wrong we teach the small children how to use social media correctly and
Correctly.
yes, and maybe in the future they will change the air of the social media.
What do you mean the air? The environment? You mean the space?
Yes, the environment. Because nowadays, like at my age, we can use the social media, but it's not really good for us because the environment there is toxic, bad, and not really good because it have some content. It's not suitable for me.
Okay, try again. It because there are there are contents not suitable, which are not suitable for
because there are contents there are not content which is not suitable for me for us
for teenager.
Yes, a teenager.
No, you're not a teenager anymore. A teenager is a person who's about 12, 13 years old. You are no longer a teenager, Mr. You are an adolescent now. Em là trẻ bị thành niên rồi. You are an adolescent now.
So it's not healthy for my age and less than. So and advise the Facebook like Meta to ban some kinds of Facebook user, bad Facebook user on online, and teach people how to report someone if they had a bad action.
What do you mean bad action? You mean if they behave badly? You mean?
Yes, if they behave badly, you report them. Yes, that's all, I think.
Okay. Now, so I think we should stop here. It's already time.
Yes.
You're like, yes!
No.
What do you mean no? Okay, let's just stop here. Okay, I'll copy this and then through your Facebook. Okay. Okay, I'll see you, class. Say hi, say bye.
See you. Bye.
Bye. Okay, that's the end of my videos. Please like, share this video with your friends, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and press on the bell button next to the subscribe button so you can get notified about my new uploads, okay? You can also press follow my Facebook, but please don't add me on Facebook as friends, okay? Cảm ơn các bạn đã theo dõi nha. Các bạn hãy nhấn vào like, chia sẻ video này bạn bè các bạn. nhấn vào nút đăng ký kênh YouTube mình và nút cái chuông kế bên cạnh cái đăng ký kênh á, để mà các bạn có thể được thông báo về những video mới nha. Các bạn cũng có thể nhấn vào nút theo dõi Facebook mình, nhưng nhớ đừng kết bạn Facebook mình nha. Thank you and see you. Bye.